data. At the elementary level, Dr. Bitson is hardly in her office because she's relentlessly swinging doors open and making sure that it's done in a way that's with fidelity and with outcomes. Dr. Vincent is ensuring that at the same time, Read 180 is being implemented with fidelity. So we have a universal set of interventions for our students.
Okay, so thank you for that as well.
You're welcome.
And when you're calculating what qualifies as non-instructional spending, how are you calculating that? And your per student number, is it based on enrollment or average daily membership?
So ask me that last question one more time.
Your per student number, is it based on enrollment or average daily membership?
So I'm going to say it's based on average daily membership, but that's why I have Jill here to make sure that I get cross-referenced on that. I'll say that, of course, as you know, we consider our non-instructional costs as the wind beneath the wings of the work. That's how we cannot fly and do the work without those non-instructional costs. I know that Sean kind of talked a bit about our novice teachers and the amount of supports that they need and just so many things that lead up to whether or not we can move our students. And so we earmark a certain amount of dollars to make sure that we have those very specific levels of support for the close to 35,000 students that we serve. To be more specific, Jill, can you give a little bit more detail to what was asked, and if you need to get the question again?
Yes, can you let me know which piece you're still wanting answered?
Board Member Wesson, was there any more to that?
Yes, I don't know if I got the answer on if the per student number was based on enrollment. You said ADM, didn't you?
I said ADM, so
Okay.
I wanted to make sure I was correct.
For this chart,
Yes, for any of these calculations that we're doing.
for administrative cost is it comes the State Department actually is the one that does the calculation, and it's a very strict formula that's outlined in the OCAS manual.
So do you guys tell them where you're categorizing things and if they're inside of it?
It's strictly, it's based on coding. We submit our financial data every year, and it is a very strict, like things that are coded this way, it's included in the formula. Things that are not coded that way
Do you have a
are not.
choice on the coding? Could you go with one code or another?
We do have a choice in the coding as long as we're coding it correctly. So, I mean, we have to code it to match what the things are doing, like the correct function and object for the people or the things. So, yeah, that's what I was saying when we were reviewing. We're saying, okay, what are you supposed to be doing? Are you, like, let's change your job if we need to change your job based on your new duties, and then if it results in a change in coding, great, if that changes our admin costs.
Okay.
Let me add a little bit more to that, just to give even more context to what Jill just shared. You know, when the questions started to come out about administrative cost, you know, remember, I don't want to keep talking about how new I am on the job. I'll just say, you know, had to take a look at some things around, you know, who do we code as administrative cost? You know, who's coded to administrative cost? What exactly is happening as far as the work that they're actually carrying out? When we received from our team the list of the individuals who are coded on administrative cost, it gave us an opportunity to look line by line, and we're doing that work as we speak, to see exactly what Jill just stated. What are their job functions? For an example, several of the individuals, are they 98.9% in the building? Oh, they actually are. They're actually in schools every day. They're serving schools on a daily basis. So then is that appropriately coded? So we are looking at each set of support, each set of team member and how they're coded, and whether or not we actually need to clean up more of that, which would then reflect a much lower administrative cost amount. So, and again, it speaks to our internal controls. It speaks to things that we are trying to look at and do as we are being very matter of fact about cleaning those type of things up. So you'll be getting some more information. It just wasn't quite ready for this meeting to really give more of that because it is an exhaustive level of a process. But yes, so I'm glad you asked that question.
Well, some of us data nerds who like to get in the weeds of it, I would like to see how you calculated it and where it came from and what it, you know, if that's possible.
We can definitely get that for you.
When I did the raw calculation, for some reason I came up with 4.20%. So I was trying to figure out where my numbers were off. So thank you for that. Just curious questions when you like data. And then I think that is all I have. I'm excited to see